This is Radar from the Entertainment Blog coming to another edition of MLB Observations Week 11 of the 2023 season. Start with the Giants. Lamonte Wade's a center fielder. Stop playing at first base. I like that he's leading off because that makes the most sense because he is a pretty fast hitter. Then I don't like Jock Peterson second. He's a middle of the order hitter. Estrada, if he's not batting 1 or 2, he should be batting at the end. Then they've swapped that around and fixed it once. Sable's the catcher. Stop playing in the outfield. The Minaya and Junis are starting pitchers. Stop pitching in the bullpen. Slater's not a leadoff hitter, nor is he a center fielder. He's a power hitting outfielder, so corner guy. They also lost the DH with maneuvering. Cubs, Madrigal and Wisdom are not third basemen. At least Madrigal is a second baseman, so he got some flexibility, but Wisdom's a first baseman. We've been over this. And then Morel is an infielder, and I guess there's no room for them because their infield's set, but he's out there playing the outfield and batting third when he's not a middle order hitter. Swanson, I like him. He's at the top. Fifth is not the spot where you want him. He's not a home run RBI guy. Mancini, we don't know. He's the first baseman. I don't matter what team he's on. Stop playing in the outfield. Talking batting leadoff is an interesting strategy. Mastroboni DHing is a waste when there's so many other guys you could have DH. And Bellinger, who's off the injured list, played first base. Wow, he's finally played first base the first time ever in years. It's been so long. Tigers Bias should be batting in the middle lineup, not second. Only once batted fourth. Maton's a utility man. He should not be batting fourth or fifth. Andy Abani is also a utility guy. He should not be batting third. He's an infielder, not an outfielder. Scope, if they were going to play him at third base, they would have done it when he was a good offensive player. At this point, just keep him at second base. Carpenter, I thought he's an infielder. Why is he playing the outfield? And again, that's not a three-hitter I'm afraid of. Zach Short, another infielder playing the outfield. Torkelson should be middle of the lineup, not second. Haas, catcher, playing the outfield. What are you doing? Miggy batting seventh. It's disrespectful in his last season. Arizona. Pavin Smith is a power hitting first baseman, so stop batting him lead off. Stop playing him in center field. Stop playing him in the outfield. Sixth is a good spot. Corbin Carroll batting second is great, but he's not a middle order hitter. You have all those other guys. I like Emmanuel Rivera batting fifth instead of second because he can drive in a lot of runs. Ahmed has no business batting seventh. He can't hit. So why is Ketel Marte in center field? You have like 7 outfielders. There's no point. Same thing with Josh Rojas. Too many outfielders. Okay? And then he pitched, and I wrote he was an outfielder again. Texas, the whole Simeon Seager 1 and 2 have a problem when Seager should be middle of the lineup. I'd prefer Simeon second because then you can move everyone down. Tampa Bay, Yanni Diaz, RBI guy, should not be batting leading off. Harold Ramirez, backup outfielder. No business DHing or playing first base or batting third. Josh Lau should be 5th to 7th, not lead off. And I like Wander Franco second. And Jalen Beek started and relieved because they're just swinging this guy around. Kansas City, Prado's not a leadoff hitter. He's a power hitting first baseman from last year. He's also not an outfielder. With Pasquino out for the year, he should only be playing first base. Salvador Perez should be the middle lineup, not second. Whit Merrifield, not a middle of the order hitter on this team. I like Melendez when he bats 3 to 5, but we all know we can't play the outfield. Nicky Lopez playing second base, that's good. That's his best value if he's not playing shortstop. And then he's not a third baseman. And then Olivar should not be DHing when there's other guys. Orioles. Adley Rutschman, I've been telling you this, should bat 5th or 6th, not second. He drives in so many runs. I like Hayes leading off if no Mullins, but 4th is not where he belongs. Hicks batting 4th or 5th or Urias or DHing Urias is kind of stupid. At this point, these guys are either backup players or bottom of the order hitters. Gunnar Henderson, why is he batting leadoff? He's perfect to bat in the heart of the lineup if he's not batting 4th or 5th, 6th. DHing him is a waste if he's leading off. You DH a guy who's batting in the middle lineup. And again, if he's a good shortstop, why are you even playing Mateo? O'Hearn, I like when he plays first base and bats in the middle lineup, but not the outfield. He can't play the outfield. And Santander should be staying in the 3 and 4 spot, not second, and he's not a first baseman. You have too many of those. Frazier, I like when he's at the top. 7th is too high for him if he's not 1 or 2. And Voth is a starting pitcher bringing a bullpen. And Urias, utility infielder shortstop by trade. Why is he batting 5th and playing first base? Mets. Don't want to see Alvarez second. He should be at the bottom because he's got power. Fan batting 3rd is way too high. I know the injury to Pete Alonso, but that's not the 3-hitter. That's supposed to be Lindor, who's been batting 4th. Okay? McNeil batting 3rd through 6th again. Not a middle order hitter. He should be second. He's not an outfielder either. I like Starling Marte move down to the 5th or 6th spot, but then they put him back in the 2nd. Like, what are you doing? And then they lost to DH maneuvering and then DH someone 9th. That's not where you DH someone 9th. And then Mark Cannon played some first base, which was cool because that's his actual position. But at the same time, he's not a right fielder. It's a stretch when he even plays left field. Pirates. Reynolds batting 2nd and playing left field, perfect spot. McCutcheon batting 3rd, perfect. Leading off is stupid when you got up to drive and run. Sawinski, I'm glad they're playing him as much as possible, but he's not a 3 through 5 hitter. At this point, probably him 7 because there's a lot of pressure on this young guy. And then Hayes batting 6th or 7th is fine because he drives in a lot of runs. Connor Joe, again, not an outfielder by trade, a first baseman, can't field. And Bay should not be playing center field. Let Sawinski play center field every day. Phillies. Kyle, Schwarber, Nicky Castellanos, not being 1 and 2, then Trey Turner's 4th, and Stott is 5th or 6th. You got to put the guys who got speed and contact at the top, and the power guys in the middle. Turner batting 2nd, they fixed that. Marsh batting 7th is too high. Clemens playing first base when he's not a first baseman. Strahm pitching on a bullpen when he started the year in the rotation, and Clemens pitching because that's the utility guy they use in blowouts, and then Harrison's an infielder playing the outfield. Dodgers. This whole Mookie Betts playing second base one day, and then shortstop another day, and then right field. Like, dude, if he's not playing right field, you play him in center field or you DH him. Like, it's one of your most valuable assets. Stop throwing him all over the place, okay? And him leading off, I'm okay with, but the problem is Freddie Freeman batting 2nd causes Will Smith to bat 3rd, and Chris Taylor bat 5th or 6th, and Hayward one time to bat 3rd. That's not a milli order I'm afraid of, okay? I like that Chris Taylor's played some shortstop and third base because they need some help in the infield. Hayward hasn't been a good center fielder. He's a great right fielder. He's a good outfielder overall, but again, center field at this point in his career is a stretch, and they have so many guys who play first base. It's silly there. And again, I mentioned 3rd is stupid, DHing him when he's not a great hitter, and they lost the maneuvering. Yankees, Deez LeMahieu. It's one of my favorite players. I like when he's playing second base, but they got Gleyber Torres. So he's switching from 1st to 3rd, batting 1st, and then he's batting 5th or 6th. Like, just moving him around is too much. Donaldson 2nd or Stan 2nd. Those are milli-order hitters. What are you doing? Rizzo and Stan 3 and 4 makes sense. Bauer's 5th makes sense. Him leading off is stupid because he's a power guy, and he's not an outfielder. IKF is not even an outfielder. Why is he playing center field? I like Velope batting 9th. That's fine for the rookie. Gleyber Torres is no business leading off. Willie Calhoun batting 3rd has no business because he's never been a great hitter, proven in the big league. And in right field, it's a stretch when he's never been a great outfielder. And then Oswaldo Cabrera playing the outfield when he's an infielder is stupid. I wrote Stanton batting 2nd twice, I guess. Verdugo batting leadoff, Yoshi batting 2nd, and then I have Justin Turner batting 2nd. Those are power hitters for your middle lineup. I like Devers as 4th. Perfect. Duvall 5th or 6th is great, and DHing some days, but again, not a center fielder. We've been over this. Who takes a mid-30s guy and put him in center field when he's not a center fielder? It's stupid. But veteran cooler pitcher in a bullpen feels weird because they're starting pitcher. I like Kike Hernandez batting 9th, and one time they batted Jalen Duran leadoff. Arroyo 5th or 6th and Kike 5th or 6th, like again, they're not milli-order hitters. Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero batting 2nd is stupid. You had it perfect. Bo Bichette either 1 or 2 and Guerrero in the middle lineup. Okay, Whit Merrifield batting 5th is too high for a speed and contact guy, and again, not an outfielder. Biggio also not an outfielder, and he's also playing first base. Varsho playing center field. They got to have a real backup center fielder. You don't take your everyday corner guy and move him to center when you give your center fielder a day off. That's really stupid. Springer leading off. I still have a problem with that. He should middle lineup, but at least he's playing right field. Minnesota. Solano playing second base, third base, perfect. DHing him in first base. Those are not his positions. Leading off, it doesn't matter where you're playing him. He's a utility guy. Willie Castro going back and forth between infield and outfield when he's an infielder. Kyle Garlick, a first baseman. Stop playing the outfield. You can actually DH him. Carrera batting cleanup, perfect spot for him, but then they counteracted. Well, he's batting 2nd today. Kyle Farmer playing second base or third base, good. He's not a shortstop. This Julian guy, you can lead him off, but he's not a DH when you have so many DH options. And Bucks are batting 4th is fine. Cleveland, the whole Rosario playing second base and a menace playing shortstop. They should switch defensively, and batting 6 and 6. They should switch because they offer different things. Arias is an infielder by trade like a shortstop, so first base and outfielder. That's not where he belongs. And again, this Fry, I don't know what he's doing. Houston, Chad McCormick leading off and Dubon leading off. Perfect. Just don't want Dubon in the outfield when he's an infielder, but I know Altuve's back. I like Altuve 2nd and Bregman 3rd. I know Alvarez is injured, so it's not the complete lineup, but I've been saying Altuve's the perfect 2-hitter, and Bregman should be 3 or 5th. Chad McCormick batting 6th, or Pena batting 6th or 7th, a little bit too high for those guys. And Joltz batting 2nd is weird for a guy they DH'd a lot this year. Washington, Lane Thomas, Luis Garcia 1 and 2 is perfect, but Candelario was one of the worst hitters in baseball last year. Why is he batting cleanup or 2nd? Chavis got to play first base, which is a win. Vargas is an infielder. Stop playing him in the outfield. Cool starting pitcher, start him. Don't pitch him in the bullpen. And then I like Kibar Ruiz batting for their 6th because he's not a middle-order hitter at this point. Atlanta, the Acuna and Freeman 1 and 2 is a problem if Freeman's not in the middle lineup. I'm okay with Acuna leading off because he's done that for a while. Him playing right field, no more center field, perfect. Murphy or Darno batting cleanup. Those not cleanup hitters, man. Albies batting 6 again. He's not a cleanup hitter or 6th hitter, and they lost the age of maneuvering. The White Sox, Tim Anderson and Benintendi 1 and 2 is perfect. Now, if Anderson's not hitting, put him at 9th. And then put, Benintendi 1st and maybe Elvis Andrews 2nd. Sheets, again, him and Aloy, I get cringe when they play right field because they're not really great outfielders, and Sheets at first baseman. Don't want to see Vaughn or Sheets or Yoel Moncada bat 2nd. Those are all guys who are going to drive in runs. At least when Moncada bat 2nd, he could score on a double from first base or second base. He's not slow. And then Benintendi batting 6 is a waste when he's too good at the top lineup. Like he bunts, he gets a little hits there, here and there. Come on. Miami. So there's the sluggers. No biz batting 2nd because then youngsters Cruz and Sanchez are better middle lineup. That's not what I want. You want to see a Rise batting leadoff is better than 3rd, but he's the perfect 2-hitter. Wendell's, again, not a shortstop. Birdie and Hampson are not outfielders or infielders. Miller Lite and Brewers. Yeah. So Owen Miller is a utility infielder. But first base is a stretch, and so is outfield. Leading off is totally fine, but he's not a middle yard hitter. He's a utility guy. Willie Adames putting him second is fine. Yelich batting cleanup is first, but then they put him first, third, and eighth. Then stop playing Brian Anderson in the outfield. I know you have Uriah, and you got Abraham Turrell, but come on, the dude's not an outfielder. Eighth. Nuda is a power slugging first baseman who beat Aguilar out because Aguilar's not on the team. He should not be batting second or playing the outfield. And Laureano's not a middle order hitter. He's a glove first player. And Rooker, also power guy, should not be batting second. And then Carlos Sprecher back catcher. Why is he playing first base when you can play Nuda or Rooker there? Reds. I like Newman leading off. He doesn't have any value elsewhere if he's not batting at the bottom. And third base is fine. India batting third, I get it because outside of Spencer Steer and Stevenson, they don't got nothing else. So that's fine. But Cruz is the rookie. I've never heard of a rookie batting cleanup unless they're like Hank Aaron. Come on. Even then, I don't think he batted cleanup his rookie season. And Barrero's at shortstop. Why is he in center field? Friedel leading off makes sense. Goldie batting second and Gorman batting third. Please flip that. Goldie's supposed to be middle of the lineup. Edmund batting 6 or 7 is too high. Leading off is great or 9. But again, center fielder's a stretch when he's an infielder. And Matt's starting pitcher pen in a bullpen. Colorado Rockies. Profar playing the outfield. Cringes when he's an infielder. Diaz is a third-string catcher on most teams. So him batting cleanup is weird. Blackman leading off is what he's done most of his career. Grano Grichuk playing center field when he's a better corner guy. And batting second is stupid. He's in the middle of the order. Nolan Jones is another first baseman. Stop playing in the outfield. Also, not a leadoff hitter. Peter Lambert's a starting pitcher. Actually start the guy. And Harold Castro playing second base over the outfield is smart. He's not an outfielder. Just do it. So when he plays the outfield, it's stupid. San Diego. Cronenworth batting 5th or 6th and playing first base. He's not going to give you the production batting 5th or 6th. But Soto will, so stop batting Soto second. And then Dixon's a utility guy. Don't waste the DH spot on him. And Mariners. I like J.P. Crawford and Julio at the top. And Francis finally in the 3 spot instead of the 2 spot. But they compound it by Kalenic batting 4th or 5th. This guy's never been consistent as a major leaguer in the few years been in the big league, so why is he in the middle lineup? And Dylan Moore, utility infielder, why is he in the outfield? Angel. Taylor Ward leading off, we've been over this. He hits a lot of home runs and drives him runs. He's also a catcher by trade, not an outfielder. He did play first base once, which is cool. Otani batting second and Trout batting third. Both of them should be 3rd and 4th. No one should be batting second. Lost a DH because of all the Otani stuff. Rengifo batting 5th is way too high. Tice, we've been over this, played corner infielder and outfielder in the major leagues before he became a full-time backup catcher this year. He's not a catcher. Urshela's a shortstop by trade. If he's not playing second base or third base, first base is kind of a waste. And then Mickey Moniak leading off is the perfect spot. Thanks again for listening to Week 11 of the 2023 season for MLB Observations. For On the Runner Tape Blog, I'm Radar. See you guys next time.